welcome to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. Welcome to my beautiful returning subscribers, and welcome to everyone who is finding themselves here for the very first time. Please join us, grab yourself some snacks, get cozy. We'll have a little chat because we're all friends when we gather here together. I do pick a card readings on this channel, so maybe you're into tarot, maybe you just are wasting a little bit of time today. That's okay. Whatever has brought you here, I know that time is precious, and I appreciate you spending it, even a little bit of your precious time on this planet here with me today. There may be a message waiting for you today from Spirit. Today's pick a card topic is all about the person on your mind. Maybe it's a new interest, maybe you're just talking with someone, but we're asking Spirit, what does this person want? What are their intentions with you? What do they want out of this connection? What do they want from you? What are their intentions? We have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile number 1 here with the Page of Pentacles and the blue flower. Pile number 2 with the Page of Cups and the white flower. And pile number 3 with the Page of Wands and the pink flower. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting today, and my timestamps are below. I have noticed a bunch of spammers in my comment section lately, offering all sorts of different weird things. So be sure to keep yourself protected. They are in no way affiliated with me, the Tarot Cottage. So please keep yourselves protected. I will never approach you in the comment section to offer spell casting, to offer paid readings, for instance. The only time that I approach in the comment section is if you are the winner of the free reading. And I've already notified that winner, and they've notified me back. So I will be posting that winner soon. And also, if you're new to the channel, be sure to drop your comment below so that I can enter you for a chance to win a free reading, of course. But I just want you to keep yourselves protected in the comment section, because that is a target to spammers. So please keep yourselves protected. But I'm going to jump right into pile number 1 today. Again, we're asking Spirit about the intentions of the person on your mind. What do they want from you, and what are their intentions? Pile number 1. Hello, pile 1. You were drawn to the beautiful blue flower, or to the Page of Pentacles here, and this is your reading. What does the person that you're thinking about today, what do they want from you? What are their intentions towards you? The Page of Pentacles is all about opportunity and communication, fresh start. So you could just be talking to someone. There could be an online component to your connection, for instance, at this time. It's just the very beginning stages of just getting to know each other, just getting to collecting information about one another. So you may be sort of on the fence about, what does this person want out of a relationship? What do they want out of me? And what are their intentions towards me? So let's take a look here and see. Sorry for the wobble. So what does this person want from pile number 1, please? What are their intentions moving forward? So what do they want right now? What are their intentions moving forward into the future? You have the Star. I just heard hopeless romantic. So that could describe you or this person. But hopeless romantic. We have the Justice. We have the 7 of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Swords. We have the 3 of Wands. Back of the deck is the World. And we have the Moon. Oh my. You know what's interesting about the energy coming forward here, pile 1, is the fact that this person feels like they aren't afraid of commitment necessarily, but they are looking for their very special person. Like they're looking for something special, and they have a very clear design about what that looks like. And even the Star is a very hopeful energy, somebody who doesn't want to waste their time necessarily on something that isn't going to amount to a really strong investment, because I feel like this they have intentions for commitments in general. Like that's just the stage of life that they're in. Perhaps they're on the hunt. It feels like they're on the hunt for their person. So you may be communicating with this person online, for instance, and there's a lot of unknowns here. And we could be in the stage of the communication where we're really trying to put our best foot forward, and we're not really expressing, sorry, my throat's going. I'm losing my voice because I talk too much. You guys may be in the communication stage where you're not really expressing anything really deep yet. It's all surface level communication. So there is a sense of not being 100% honest with each other, or with ourselves about the potential in this moment. We're just gathering more information, because the Seven of Pentacles is this watch and wait mentality of like, okay, I'm planted a seed, the seed being this page, this opportunity, and now I'm waiting to see what blooms out of this potential. So they're working on the growing conditions right now, and gathering more information. I feel like they do want to get to know you even more because they see potential here. They see a lot of potential. Even here with the Seven of Swords, as I put it down, it does speak to somebody who isn't 100% being honest, but it doesn't feel really sneaky. It doesn't feel like they're holding back really dark secrets or anything. It's like they're checking back to look on their intention. They're checking back here to the star to see about whether or not you match up to the frequency of what their expectations or hopes for, when it comes to positions and commitments and mutual goals. So it really feels like you guys are gathering information here, and this person does actively want to get to know you a little bit better. They want to gather even more information from you at this time, because there's this unknown that can only be attacked if we continue the exploration. What do they want? What are their intentions? The Six of Pentacles. I will say there are a few little masks being worn right this moment with the communication, but it doesn't feel like anything. Again, it doesn't feel like it's based on anything negative, really, really negative. It just feels like the natural progression of the communication when you first meet someone, and you want to get to know everything about them, and they want to get to know everything about you. You have the Empress, but they see so much potential in you. I will say, especially if you're resonating with the Divine Feminine's energy here, they're really impressed with what they've learned so far, I will say. They find you very, very attractive, and they think that you just kind of meet all the checkpoints or hit all these checkpoints about what they're looking for in a potential partner, a long-term partner, I will say. You have the Emperor, yes. So they're like, I'm feeling out to see if we're a perfect match here. Taurus energy, Libra energy, Aquarius, very strong here. Virgo, very strong. Scorpio, Cancer. And it does feel like it's very heavily communication, or a very heavy communication based on the online realm. Even the Hermit is looking into his laptop. And around their neck is that Star of Aquarius. So somebody in this connection could be a Star of Aquarius. But true, and I do feel like this person, they go into this connection or into this opportunity with eyes wide open, in an essence, because I feel like there has been moments in their life where they've been disappointed down this road before. It's like, I've been hurt by love before, specifically in the online component of the connection. I've been hurt down this road before, or I've been disappointed before, or I've been tricked before, for instance. So they're just really trying to make sure they're not getting too excited, even though they feel really attracted to you and they're already feeling that excitement. They're trying to temper some of their excitement because their intentions are really pure here, Pile 1. They want a relationship. They're hoping to expand this into a real relationship. Right this moment, there could be a really strong distance between the two of you, for instance, that's making it difficult. Or they're not sure how to navigate around obstacles that could come in the future. There is a call for a leap of faith to bridge this gap too. We have the Ten of Swords and we have the King of Pentacles. Now the Ten of Swords is a closing of a cycle that precipitates the beginnings of a new one. And in this case, they're asking us to release expectations. So this person's attempting to do that. They're attempting to eliminate their expectations based on how they were hurt in the past. Because if they lead from that heart space, they're going to be super guarded. And I feel like they don't want to be guarded with you. Like, they see a lot of potential here. They don't want to be guarded with you, but they can't help but have some of the trailings of disappointment from past pain kind of catching up to them here. So part of them, when they're anticipating the future, when they're not being really positive about the whole situation, they wonder if it's going to blow up in their face, for instance. They worry if they're going to get rejected or if they're going to ultimately get disappointed. But they really want to build something with you here. This person wants to continue to build. They want to continue to explore the unknown. I'm not saying they're ready for commitment yet, but this person is the type of person that is searching for their partner, searching for their next big significant relationship. does this person want? What are their current feelings at this time for pile number 1? We have here getting to know each other, learn to meet each other's need for love. And ultimately, you know, I love that we started here with the Page of Pentacles, because it's all about opportunity and taking advantage of opportunities as they present themselves, because you never know when the meeting of a stranger will become the most important meeting of the rest of your life. And so they're just really interested in getting to know you. They don't have any ill will. They don't have any ill intentions. They're just trying to heal their heart and continue being optimistic, which is sometimes really hard. And we have here appreciating this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and to find love. And that's what they're doing right now. They're sitting in position, exploring this opportunity with you, and just getting more information, gathering more information, and working on those growing conditions. And the growing conditions are within them. They're really anticipating here this new foundation that the two of you are potentially in the process of building. And back of the deck says, speak the language of love. It says, loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. And I love that we started with the communication pile for you, this Page of Pentacles. It's the words. It's the words that are planting the seeds, the spark that's going to come out of that. It's the communication between the two of you that is going to precipitate into potentially a huge relationship, if that's what you want, of course, because you are in control of your own dynamic here. But they really want a relationship with you, and they want to continue exploring until they get it. What does this person want? What are their intentions? Advice for pile 1. We have forgiveness. It's coming out with the star energy because they've been hurt before. And they are like, this is a very practical person, very smart person, very intelligent, very strong earth elements, very strong air elements to this person. But they're logical when it comes to their pain even. So they've made a lot of gains, and they understand that forgiveness and moving forward means forgiveness for people who have hurt us, even if that person doesn't deserve it, for instance. We have isolation reversed, and we have gratitude reversed coming out too, and we have growth. I will say that this person has experienced loneliness, especially leading them into this opportunity with you, that has contributed to a feeling of apathy in general when it comes to life. They do have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, or they're a little guarded. I don't even want to say chip, but they're a little bit guarded. They built up a few walls here, but the good news is that they're starting to see through this opportunity reasons to feel optimistic again. Because even here, there's been old growth here, that are deep pain that could have been sort of deeply rooted inside of them, but they're recognizing the potential here. So it may be time to pull out all of that old energy and make way for you and make way for the potential here, because they think this could have the inclinations of destiny attached to it. What do they want? What are their intentions, please, towards pile number 1? You have here breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, and micromanaging the universe. And I feel like they're attempting not to micromanage this time. They're just attempting to see where this flows to. And I feel like they're scared because they're starting to already feel optimism with you. They're already starting to feel the influence of you and the potential here. We have star family. You're part of a team of souls, call and support. And the 7 star sisters, birthing creations, expression, and the tapestry of life. And they're in the midst of building a new foundation with you, which is beautiful. Back of the deck says, absorbing what is not yours, the empathetic star seed. So sometimes we will take delays in certain communications. We will take another person's reaction to us, and we'll really absorb that energy and let it have a profound effect on how we think the other person views us. So this could be a confusing situation for you because they are acting really guarded or acting really cool and confident. So that could be where some of your confusion is coming in. Let's get a couple of message cards from this person to see what their current thoughts are about this connection at this moment, about this opportunity. What are their current thoughts right now for pile number 1, please? We have, you might be my soulmate. I just saw forgiveness too. And we have the forgiveness card. I have so much to lose. What are their current thoughts, please, on this connection? I'm creeping your social media, so they're trying to keep tabs on you, and I feel like there is an online component to the communication here in some way, so please take it as it resonates. I like the way you move, so they're very attracted to you in a physical sense. I remember every detail of you, and I want to feed my curiosity, and that's what it feels like. They're feeding this curiosity when it comes to their attraction for you, pile 1. I fell so fast and hard for you, because they're already starting to fall. Even though they're trying to maintain that control over their position, they can't help but feel the control slipping out of their life or slipping out of their experience. We have stuck in a karmic cycle. Stuck in a karmic cycle with you. It says there's no going back now. Back of the deck says, reality has hit me like a ton of bricks. So the influence of you, the emotion that is creeping up for them has hit them like a ton of bricks. And now they are sure that they want to have this relationship with you. They just want to further explore it. Let's get a charm bowl for you. Pile number 1, please. The person in the bowl that you're thinking about. What are their thoughts? What are their intentions in the bowl? Their current feelings. They're so attracted to you, but I feel like there's delays in actually being able to make practical plans together. You may not have actually been able to physically meet up, for instance. And I feel like they're making those delays on purpose. So somebody in this connection is delaying on purpose a little bit because the Knight of Cups is feeling really insecure. And so there's a little bit of fear of the unknown associated with this, like, unrealistic expectations. Like, it's unrealistic of me to think that this is going to work out. So it's some pessimism that is tempering the situation and creating delays. But their attraction to you, they're kind of also intimidated by you, but their attraction to you is what's drawing them towards you. But I do anticipate a few further delays in being able to physically come together or meet up with this person. Or in the very least, emotional delays. There may be physical actions happening, but emotional delays here. We have D, we have the, and we have time. We have the double-edged razor. So they're taking their time. That's what it feels like with the 7 of Pentacles right in the center. They want to take their time because they see that there's so much potential. We have 2 marbles in the bowl. One has a big break in it, and one is whole, and they have been through heartbreak before. So it's like they're trying to be very careful about that. This time around, we even have the blue whale with the divine masculine energy of expression and drowning in our emotion a little bit. We have a little girl here. So I think of children. Also think of the inner child. And we have the owl looking at things from a higher perspective and wisdom. And we all have the music note. All right, pile number 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. If it did, please drop your comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check me out on Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to. And I offer an opportunity to win a mini read over on Instagram on a monthly basis, and I'll be posting about that soon. But I hope that you come back and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile 2, you were drawn to the little white flower. Or perhaps to the Page of Cups here, and this is your reading. What does the person on your mind want? What do they want out of this connection? What are their intentions with you? The Page of Cups is all about new emotional beginning. So this could be somebody who is really emotionally driven towards you. It could feel like a fresh opportunity towards really deep, fulfilling love as well. And you could feel like your intuition is kind of guiding you towards this person because it does speak to sort of following in our intuition to guide us through the next phase. So let's see, what does this person want? What do they want from pile number 2? And what are their intentions in the future of this connection? What do they want from pile number 2? I just saw the King of Cups. What do they want for pile number 2, please? The Wheel of Fortune. The 2 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles. It's interesting because the energy that this person is portraying here is in contrast to the emotional awareness that the page is supposed to hold on to. And so I feel like they put their best foot forward to perhaps overcompensate for their insecurity when it comes to their lack of control. They feel like a lack of control in their experience. You have the Queen of Swords. What do they want? What are their intentions towards you? They do have intentions to act towards you ultimately, but they are holding off. There's the Page of Cups again. And here's the Five of Wands. This person, back of the deck is the Two of Cups. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. And there's the Two of Wands. You'll notice that the Two of Wands holds the full spectrum of the rainbow, as does this Wheel of Fortune, but it's all tangled up in all of these strings because they have this intention. They want a relationship with you. I can even say that without the clarifying cards, but they feel a little bit stuck. And there is a bit of a stuckness in this energy here on execution because they are fearful. They're fearful of not sort of matching your expectations. They feel like they are not on the same level as you. They don't feel as smart as you. And I don't know why that's coming forward, but they don't feel like they're as smart as you are, or as have as much experience as you, for instance. So there could be a slight age gap here, or just an emotional age gap, for instance, because they feel like really insecure when it comes to you. And there's this intention of like doing something about their feelings, because they feel like this could be something that is really profound and they feel connected to you and they vibe really well with you, but they are letting in the present energy, their insecurity really stop the potential in the present moment. And the fact is that they do weave their own destiny. And so they feel like having a relationship with you is going to take them work. It's going to be work to get there. It's like they have to put in the work in order to get there. And it is a challenge for them to step outside of their comfort zone, and to put the effort into building what they want with you. And so they're in this holding pattern, I feel like, too. So let's get some clarifying cards here. What do they want? What are their intentions? And it's interesting because they definitely want a relationship, but they have this intention of holding off until the last minute if necessary. It's like they're holding off just in case you step forward first, just in case you express something emotionally first, so that they don't have to. If they don't have to do it, they're going to avoid it if they don't have to. We have here the Green Man and the Ten of Cups. The Emperor. Taurus, very strong with this person. You could be an air element if you're the Divine Feminine. An Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. We have the World. The Knight of Pentacles. You know, it's kind of, there's an innocence about this person, an innocence about the connection, but I feel like this person would commit. Like, I think that this person wants commitment in their life. They want new emotional starts. They just don't know if they have the strength to step towards you with that truth and to bring forward this new emotional start, to bring forward this new emotional offer, because I feel like that's what they want. Ultimately, this Wheel of Fortune with the Ten of Cups and the Emperor, it's somebody who's trying to orchestrate emotional happiness for themselves. And they feel like you could be the key to that. But you can see there's the Mother of Swords as an owl. And if we look at the Wheel of Fortune, there she is up top here too. They could be waiting for you to go out on a limb to express how you feel, so that, again, so they don't have to. Because in a perfect world, everything would just flow easily for them. But I just saw the Nine of Cups. So this person wants you. They want a relationship with you, and you seem out of their grasp or out of their reach. You seem like you're up on a pedestal. So it's like this could be a really strong crush situation even. But they definitely don't feel like they're on your frequency. You're out of their league in some way. And so we have the Page of Swords. So what they want is a new emotional start. What they're able to actually execute in the moment might just be a watcher position, because I feel like they are keeping tabs on you or watching you. And there could be a school connection to this person or an institution connection here. even a work connection, because they watch you in that environment. And so this person, they want more with you, but they feel really insecure to ask. And here's the Eight of Pentacles again. So a work connection or a school connection, and in the Eight of Cups, rebirth. So they're not satisfied with the current state of your connection or the current state of your relationship, if there is one, because I don't even know that there is one, other than just acquaintance, like your acquaintances or something. They're not satisfied with that, but they are taking their time. I will say that they are taking their time to execute change because of their fear of the unknown. But they would love to have a relationship with you. They're just not sure if you'll be accepting of that. And they're not sure if you're interested on the same degree that they're interested in. And so there's the acknowledgement of having to put in the work and having to make a decision ultimately about taking action to get to success. Otherwise, they'll never ever achieve the success with you. So this person has great intentions, and it kind of flows similarly to pile one in a different dynamic, but they've got great intentions. And they just want to be able to experience a relationship with you, but they're super, super intimidated by you. And I feel like they are sort of waiting for you to say, yeah, I'm interested too. If you're interested or not, I'm not sure, but they're waiting for you and they're really intimidated by you. It's like you have the authority. We have here bell announcement. Now, I will say this, in the future position, there's this intent to, and it's ruling over the watchfulness. So there's this intention to kind of power through in my insecurity and to just bite the bullet and try. Because there's an attitude coming forward of like nothing ventured, nothing gained. And you can see that the signet wants to flow into clarity. So there is this acknowledgement of if I don't hear anything from this person, if they don't hear anything from you, pile two, they're going to bite the bullet and power through. Because they're saying to me, if I never ask, I'll never know. And I can't, it's like, what do I got to lose other than my pride, a little bit of their pride coming in. So they're planning to bring forward the message, but they are delaying it just in case you want to say something first. Just in case. We have here Mountain Road. You're on the road to success. I do feel like there could be a connection here to the work realm with this person. So please take that as it resonates to your situation. That's too many, Spirit. Let's try again. You have here flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. And I feel like the disappointment comes in because no one's acted upon the attraction between the two of you. You haven't said anything. They haven't said anything. So they're kind of disappointed in that yet at this moment in time. Feeling unhappy because they want a rebirth here. We have here something working against you or behind your back. It's the rat. But I often associate the ego with the rat. Something that gnaws at us. Something that grates at us a little bit. And that's just the insecurity here. Dealings or relationship with a man. And we have here wind chimes, peace and harmony reversed. And I think of the Six of Swords. So somebody who can't really move forward from you and who needs your help. I feel like this person does need help to execute this connection into an emotional new start. Because right now they're feeling stuck. They're feeling stuck in the fantasy phase. And if they keep stuck there too long, they're worried about kind of missing out on the opportunity altogether. What they want here, Spirit, what are their true feelings and intentions? We have here, speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. And this person wants to communicate this new emotional start to you, but they're also sort of hoping that you'll communicate because the Queen of Swords is the leader of that communication. And so they're hoping that you'll communicate some emotions or truths to them first. Embrace your emotions, allow your feelings to surface and to be accepted. And they do have the intention, I will say this, they do have the intention to put their effort in and face the unknown if they're forced to. Because their intuition is guiding them to do just that, but they are fighting against that intuition. That's why the clarity here, the full spectrum, is all tangled up in a bunch of strings. And that's why they keep saying, I'll do it. I'll do it eventually. I'll do it eventually. But this perhaps could be a bit of a procrastinator. We have here, be supportive, make a genuine effort to show you care. So Spirit is adamant that this person could need a little bit of help, if I'm honest. And if you do feel similarly to this person and you really want the same sort of things like a relationship, they may need a little bit of your empowerment to help empower them. Let's pull out a couple of message cards to see how this person is thinking and feeling for you right now. What do they want from pile 2? What are their intent? Their intention is to have a relationship. If in a perfect world, that's what will happen. If they have to do it themselves, they will, is what it feels like. It says, I'm coming, trust me. I'm coming, trust. Please give me time because I've never felt like this before. So if you want ascension now, Spirit says you may have to be the one to execute that. Would you choose me? Am I even someone that you're interested in return? So they're worried about how they'll be received. I could be your hero. They don't have a lot of confidence, but they do wear masks around you in that environment. And there could be a lot of heavy flirtation with this person as well, in the work or school realm where you know them. I left because you told me to, the 8 of Cups. They're not happy with how things are. And they also, but they won't push the issue. If you're not interested, they're not going to push you. They're not going to annoy you with that. But they're also not getting any inclinations from you that you're interested in the same way that they are. Back of the deck says there is someone else reversed. And I feel like they wonder if there is someone for you. I don't think that this person has any ties to anyone else. And I don't know that there's anyone on your end as well. So there's just, they're not sure if they have the support of you. They're not sure if you feel the same way about the dynamic as they do. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 2. Charm bowl, please, for pile number 2. What was the last thought that this person had about pile 2 in the bowl? The very last thought. Oh, 4 of Cups. The Justice. Oh, their very last thought about you, pile 2, was about how helpless they feel to bring forward the truth, how challenging it is, how overlooked they feel sometimes when it comes to you too, because they feel like you haven't seen them or you haven't noticed them the way that they have noticed you. And they're really afraid of the cause and effect of bringing their truth into the awareness, because they want a solid position in your experience. Whoa, we have a lot of charms today in the bowl pile too. We have letter D, an F, and Y. We have 2 Ds. And we have here the Degas rune, keeping our head high and following the sun, a dawn rune. We have in. We have a word connection here with the nickel. I see the beaver as someone who puts in a lot of effort as well. It's from 2008, I think of May and the 5th of any month. We have here the anchor, stagnation, the King of Swords, and they feel stuck from being able to execute their truth. They feel really insecure about that. We have 3 music notes and the Tower falling over. And this message is not for everyone, but for someone watching, there could be a third party on someone's end, perhaps your end, so take that as it resonates. You are always in my heart. We have the temptation and the intoxication with the grapes and friendship. I think about going out and flirtation. We have the whale tail, someone who wants to express something, and surrender, going with the flow. And we have angels watching over us and the empty heart. All right, group 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. And if it did, please drop me that comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading. You can check me out on Instagram and on Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to. But please come back and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You were drawn to the pink flower, or to the Page of Wands here, and this is your reading. What does the person on your mind want out of this connection? What is their intentions towards you, or what are their intentions towards you? The Page of Wands is an exploration and fire. It's someone who's gathering more information. It's someone who has a spark of curiosity, who wants to fuel that curiosity. It is very drawn in attraction too, so somebody who's really drawn to you in a physical sense as well. So let's take a look here and see. What do they want? What are their intentions towards you? What do they want, this person on your mind? There's a feeling with this person of being kind of driven by they compare themselves to other people quite a bit, Spirit says. They compare their journey to other people. So their attractions are influenced by by other people's attraction sometimes. It's like if this is the type of person in the past, if someone said, oh, this person's available and everybody wants them, they'd be like, oh, well, I want them too. Like it's someone who is driven by comparison to other people. What do they want? What is their intentions towards? Here we have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups came out sideways in sort of the state of limbo. It's like this confusion. It's like an option energy. And I don't want to say that this person looks at you like an option, but the Seven of Cups is about options, about clearing out confusion. It's like you can see them standing on one peak, and they're looking at this other island, wondering if that island is worth exploring. So let's take a look here and keep going. Ooh, we've got lots going on here. The Tower, the Magician, and the Knight of Cups. Ooh, there's all sorts, too many, Spirit. What does this person want? What are their intentions? The Page of Pentacles. Three of Swords. Oops. What do they want out of this connection, please? We have the Hierophant. Back of the deck is the Moon. And we have the King of Cups. Now let's get a clarifying deck here. What do they want? What are their intentions? I feel like this person has a little bit of a chip on their shoulder sometimes. So they are wearing a little bit of masks, and in their present energy, it's like they're turning their back on some of their emotion in general. Not really about you specifically, but about turning their back on emotions in general. Because they're afraid to feel it. It's like they're afraid to feel the full onslaught of their emotions. Two of Cups. Knight of Swords. And I feel like there's a lot of perhaps flirtation, or they're flirting with you. It almost feels like an aggressive flirtation, to be honest, in some instances, because the Knight of Swords is afraid of the consequences of losing control over the situation, because I feel like they're afraid of falling in love. I feel like this person is afraid of falling in love. And ultimately, Spirit says that's exactly what they need. They need a relationship that's solid, that's supportive, to help them clear out some of this confusion. But they're afraid of commitment, it feels like, because they have been hurt before, or they come from a place where they've seen, they don't have a lot of good examples of permanent love. It's like they grew up in a realm that didn't have that as an example for them. And they also have been disappointed quite a bit. But this is also a flirt. Like this person feels really flirtatious, and they feel like the type of person that comes forward and they attempt to control the communication or the beginnings of a relationship by projecting perfection almost, because the King of Cups, or the Knight of Cups, I'm sorry, is someone who brings chocolate and flowers, and it's shiny armor, and it's just someone who will spew poetry at us if we want them to. And in this case, it's like an attempt to kind of control their emotions and to control the situation by not creating permanent change. If they can control the dynamic of their feelings, if they control the communication with you, then they don't have to worry about getting hurt. So they do have walls up. And I do feel like this is the type of person that would consider themselves to have options that they're exploring, but they do consider you as one of those opportunities. And that's what they're presenting in the present, is that they see this as a really strong opportunity. And even their higher self is coming forward and saying, you know, that this is a really amazing opportunity for them to tame their ego, to heal, and to ascend if they take their masks off and not turn their back on the growing emotion that's coming in for you. Because that's why the Seven of Cups came sideways. That's what Spirit just said. The reason why the Seven of Cups came sideways is because they wanted to treat this like an option. They wanted to just explore it, but the emotion is starting to creep up on them, and that's starting to confuse them a little bit. And they're a little bit guarded against that. So they're afraid of the consequences of their own emotions right now, because they're starting to realize that they have a lack of control over this attraction that they have towards you. They do find you very physically attractive. They like everything about you. They like the way you carry yourself. They like the way you look. They think you're smart. They just like everything about you. And so you become this quadruple threat, not just in the attraction that they feel, but a threat to their singledom, perhaps, a threat to the other options that they're holding, and also a positive threat to some of the heartbreak and sadness and disappointment that they've experienced. There's potential here and they see it, but that scares them a little bit. You have the World. We have the Nine of Wands. Back of the deck is the Knight of Wands. I will say this person is very keen on a physical relationship with you. And that is their primary focus right now, is your physical self and how you carry yourself and how attractive they find you. Leading here with the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands. Right now, their concern, their focus is in the physical realm. They want a physical relationship with you. They want to explore that. And I will say that they are attempting to keep their emotions at bay. They are attempting. Their intention is not necessarily to commit outright here. In fact, that's sort of their higher selves intention here with this opportunity, is to utilize this opportunity towards their spiritual advancement, but they're being very stubborn. They're being very stubborn. They're pushing back with this frustration. But it's like the more that they spend time with you, the more that they communicate with you, the more impressionable you become upon them. And ultimately, we have the Death energy with the Knight of Pentacles. It's like your influence on this person, even if they don't intend that right now, Spirit sees advancement here in the future. And they also see that this influence of you helps to shift this Page and this Knight of Wands into a Knight of Pentacles, which is the dependable energy, which is somebody who wants to commit, which is someone who is reliable. And so there's like a really strong purpose to this intent, purpose to this connection. There's a lot of opportunity afforded to the two of you to help each other ascend. And ultimately, this could lead to commitment. That might not be their outright intention right now. Their intention right now is to focus on the opportunity. And the opportunity is rife with sexual desire. It's fueled by this passion and the attraction that they feel. They want to seize the day right now. They don't want to think about the consequences of tomorrow. But the consequences of tomorrow could be a more emotional involvement, more emotional depth, and rebirths that lead to potential commitment down the line. So there's a lot to look forward to. And it's okay to start with the present energy as fire. It's okay to do that. The collective tells us sometimes that that's not okay. It is okay. It's a very powerful energy. But that's why it's like playing with fire a little bit, because we minimize the emotional effect that type of union has on us. So their intentions in the moment are maybe not be for commitment. Their intentions and what they want is fire, but ultimately the steps that you may take forward in the future may end up healing hearts, may end up ending into a real solid relationship potentially. Because when we start over here with the Seven of Cups and the Two of Cups, that means that we have the option here to gain this if we take the steps that we're guided to take. And ultimately, it can be very, very fulfilling as well. How are they currently feeling? What do they want out of this connection right now? What are their intentions? We have here handshake, a meeting with a stranger that could be important. And they have, in the present energy, it's not like they intend this to become something huge. It's an attraction that they're fueling. It's like any other attraction that they've had potentially too. But now all of a sudden, the more time they spend with you, the more influence they realize you set yourself apart from all these other options. And the longer that the two of you spend time together, the more importance you sort of create in their experience. It's like your influence is encouraging them to take leaps of faith, to create success for themselves here. We have here haystack, karma, you'll reap what you sow. Like a needle in a haystack. You have here a hill, obstacles to overcome. And the obstacle in this case is the heartbreak and the fear of commitment, potentially with this person. We have here, well, family wishes come true. And we have here light-hearted, carefree time. So that is exactly what their sort of their mode or the realm that they're living in right now is this light-hearted, carefree exploration phase, because they're afraid of the unknown. They're afraid of what potential looks like. But what's interesting is that for someone watching, and this isn't for everyone, but for someone watching, when we combine the 7 and the 2 of Cups, even in the first position, this for me means that we have actions to take to get us to this 9 of Cups. And there is a message coming through that this person may have never had that influence or that example of a positive relationship or a positive family relationship. And with the Hierophant, with the death energy and the new emotional starts, this may very well be the key to that experience coming full circle for them, where they do experience emotional fulfillment within the dynamics of a relationship and even further beyond that. We have here the casket. It says someone is going out of your life or the end of a situation and a sincere wish will be granted. So the casket is the death energy. And it's talking about the end of old situations and end of an old cycle. Or it's like when somebody says they're in a phase, the end of this phase, that precipitates brand new opportunities and ultimately wishes that emotional wishes that we may suppress because we're fearful that they'll never come to pass, but emotional wishes that could be granted here in the future. What do they want? What are their intentions in the future, please, of this connection? I just saw orphaned and I saw the thinker card. You have here tick-tock. Divine timing is at play here. And it's like they want to take some time exploring and take some time in this phase with the fiery element. And we have here round and round. Back of the deck is the happy card. And it's coming out reverse, but it's the number 26, which is the 8. Which is asking us to gain mastery over potential. And there's so much potential here. This person does have the tendency to take the path of least resistance when it comes to emotional investment. But you have the influence here to help create a determination to power through that loop that we find ourselves in. Let's get a couple of message cards to see how this person is currently thinking about you. What do they want from this connection? What are their current thoughts about pile number 3, please? I'm weighing out my options, the 2 of Pentacles, coming out reversed. And there's the feeling of having an inability to commit right now, not really weighing out options, meaning they have options here. They have options beginning when they first met you, they had options then. But acknowledging that they have to do something about this option ultimately, because you could be the one. There's the yin. And they find you so physically attractive. It's like they can't help but be drawn towards you. But they are afraid of not taking action towards you, but also afraid of taking that action towards you. Fresh start, fresh seed of opportunity or offer. They're stressed out about that. But they see this as an opportunity to explore. I can't see past my own fears. And they are focused on themselves right now with the Knight of Wands. So they are in a very restless, impulsive, sexually driven phase of their experience at this moment, where they don't want to really think about tomorrow or the consequences of their actions. And we have communication, truth, clarity, and success. That's coming out reversed as well, which gets the Ace of Swords in the reversal. So they're stressed out about new beginnings. They're not exactly ready for commitments, or they don't think that they're ready for commitments, but Spirit says that that may be the realm that this could be headed into, unbeknownst to them, even unbeknownst to their intentions in the present moment. Ultimately, it may be exactly what they need. It says, I watch you, I just can't help it. The Page of Swords on the back of the deck. They can't help it because they find you so physically attractive, pile 3. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 3. Advice for pile 3 in the bowl. Page of Cups reversed, the 8 of Cups reversed, the 10 of Cups reversed, or 10 of Pentacles reversed. I do feel like this person perhaps comes from divorced parents or a broken home, for instance. There just wasn't a strong, solid example for them with the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. And so because that solid example wasn't there, they developed a lot of internal loneliness when they were young. And now we lead into the present energy. It's where they have learned from their past experiences to doubt their own intuition when it comes to their attractions. And this 8 of Cups is all talking about how this is an opportunity with their attraction to you to learn from that past and to move on from it. But they struggle with trusting in their intuition because, again, their loneliness is like their emotions were so rattled in the past that they struggle to trust in their emotions now. But this is an opportunity, and they will see that this fresh seed, a fresh start, to be able to fully learn and heal from that past and move forward into a new emotional beginning. Even though they're focused in the fire realm right now, this can lead to new emotional starts. We have here the King of Swords, and we also have the cross. And I think about Catholic or Christian energy. I also think about somebody who is in a bit of a victim mentality or feels betrayed from the past too. We have here the shamanic healer, the healing feather. We have the find the joy in the journey, temperance. And it is encouraging us to sort of embrace the present and to embrace this mentality if that's what we want to. If we want to pursue this with the curiosity that it involves, it's okay to find joy in the journey because it can carry us into our forever. We have here the owl looking at things from a higher perspective. This person could be an air sign. There's a really strong air element here. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. We have a very strong Leo element here with the strength. And here the strength is the white kitty cat. Powering through our insecurities here can bring us into clarity. We have Cupid's arrow, it's black, and we have a wrench in our plans. And we have here strength, powerfully overcoming forces against us with the strength ruin. And that's what we can do. So much can sort of be brought to the surface. There's so much afforded to the future of this connection if this person and you continue to pursue it. There are things that you don't know about this person right now that will be dredged up as you get to know them, though, that will help to explain some of their personality and where they sit in life and their expectations, their goals, what motivates them. That is what I have for you today, pile 3. If it did resonate with you, please drop me a comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. I want to congratulate this month's winner, and I will be drawing a new name soon. So be sure to drop your comment and hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in and notify you when you're chosen the winner. You can also check out my links below for Etsy for a personal reading, for Instagram if you're interested in a free mini read on a monthly basis, because I offer that over there too. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.